On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Dramatist.
Also dramaturge, a writer of plays, dramas, or theatrical pieces.
Examples:
The dramatist's latest production. Modern dramatist. The famous dramatist wrote many successful plays during his career.
Theologian.
An expert or student who studies theology.
Examples:
Swedish theologian. Great theologians. Death gets more than its share of attention from theologians.
Grapple.
To make a strenuous effort to solve a problem, to engage in a close fight or conflict without weapons.
Examples:
Grapple with problem. Grapple with each other. He needed to grapple with structural reforms to improve the company's revenue.
Impermeable.
Not allowing liquids or gases to pass through, impervious to penetration or infiltration.
Examples:
Impermeable membrane. Impermeable surface. The impermeable roof layer prevented water from entering the building during the storm.
Permeable.
Capable of being penetrated, passed through, or absorbed, allowing liquids, gases, or other substances to pass through a surface or material, often with ease.
Examples:
Permeable membrane. Air permeable fabric. The soil needs to be permeable so water can easily drain through it.
Seduce.
To entice someone to engage in sexual behavior or to enter into a romantic relationship.
Examples:
Seduce him into crime. Seduce her mind. He tried to seduce her with his charm and good looks.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Yin.
In Chinese philosophy, the feminine or passive principle, characterized as darkness and the moon and associated with softness, wetness, and cold.
Examples:
Yin deficiency. Kidney yin. The concept of yin and yang is central to traditional Chinese philosophy.
Yang.
In Chinese philosophy, the masculine or active principle, characterized as light and the sun and associated with hardness, dryness, and heat.
Examples:
The yang principle. Embody yang energy. He saw the balance between the yin and yang as crucial for a harmonious life.
Scripture.
The sacred writings of a particular religion or belief system, often regarded as authoritative and containing moral or spiritual teachings.
Examples:
Scripture study, biblical scripture. Many people find comfort in reading scripture during times of hardship.
Disobedient.
Refusing to follow the rules or orders, often deliberately or defiantly, showing a lack of respect for authority or established norms.
Examples:
Disobedient attitude, disobedient dog. The disobedient child refused to clean up after themselves, despite constant requests from their parents.
Disobedience.
The act of disobeying or failing to follow orders or rules, the state of being disobedient.
Examples:
Disobedience to authority, disobedience to. The disobedience of the soldiers resulted in a court-martial.
Archangel.
An angel of high rank, a celestial messenger.
Examples:
The guardian archangel. An archangel of the Hebrew. The archangel Gabriel is mentioned in the Bible as a messenger of God.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Paradoxical.
Seemingly contradictory or absurd because of having two opposite features or facts, though it is probably true.
Examples:
A paradoxical anecdote. Apparently paradoxical. It is paradoxical that the French, who prefer animal foods, live longer than people in other countries.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Wither.
To gradually shrink, shrivel, or become weaker, often due to lack of nourishment, age, or disease, to lose freshness, vitality, or vigor.
Examples:
Wither corporate management. Wither in the heat. The flowers in the garden began to wither due to lack of water.
Rogue.
A deceitful and unreliable person, a person who behaves badly.
Examples:
A rogue detective. Rogue state. The president states emphatically that the opponent country is a rogue state that supports terrorism.
Sergeant.
A rank of non-commissioned officer in the armed forces, typically above corporal, but below staff sergeant or sergeant first class.
Examples:
Police sergeant. Army sergeant. The fire department sergeant instructed the firefighters on how to tackle the blaze.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples.
Interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Titanic.
Of or having a great size, power, or influence, of or relating to titanium, equals a light, strong gray, lustrous, corrosion-resistant metallic element.
Examples.
Titanic battle. Titanic compound. The Titanic ship sank on its maiden voyage.
Insurgent.
Rising against established authority or government, characterized by rebellion, dissent, or insurgency.
Examples.
Insurgent attack. Insurgent group. The government forces fought brutally against the insurgent rebels in the remote region.
Euphemism.
A mild or indirect word or expression used in place of one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing.
Examples.
Genteel euphemism. A euphemism for death. The company used the euphemism downsizing to describe the layoffs of hundreds of employees.
Dungeon.
A room or cell in which prisoners are held, especially underground.
Examples.
Medieval dungeon. A murky dungeon. The prisoner has been languishing for years in the castle dungeon.
Typewriter.
A mechanical device used for writing, consisting of type keys that, when pressed, imprint ink onto paper or other writing material, mainly used before modern computers, printers, and word processors took over.
Examples.
Typewriter keys. Electronic typewriter. I found an old typewriter at a thrift store and used it to write my novel.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples.
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples.
Horrific experience. Horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Ode.
A lyrical poem that expresses feelings or praise for a person, place, or thing. A poem that is marked by a prominent theme or tone.
Examples.
Nature ode. An ode to love. The poet composed a beautiful ode to nature and its wonders.
Stink.
To emit a strong, unpleasant odor, to have a strong offensive smell, to be corrupt or unethical.
Examples:
Stink up the place. Stink badly. The garbage in the alley began to stink after a few hot days.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Interplay.
The way in which two or more things interact or influence each other.
Examples:
Interplay among neurons. Complex interplay. The interplay of light and shadow creates a dramatic effect in the painting.
Indifferent.
Having no strong feeling or preference, neutral.
Examples:
Indifferent attitude. An indifferent glance. The doctor remained indifferent to the patient's pleas for a second opinion.
Villain.
A character in a story, movie, or play which often opposes the hero, typically characterized as immoral, evil, or cruel.
Examples:
Evil villain. Authoritarian villain. The villain in the movie was a complex character with a tragic backstory.
Amalgam.
An alloy of mercury with another metal, used especially to fill holes in teeth, a mixture or combination of diverse things.
Examples:
Amalgam alloy. An amalgam of hope and fear. His theory is an amalgam of earlier ideas.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Electrocution.
Death or serious injury caused by electric shock, the act of killing or injuring someone with electricity.
Examples:
Fatal electrocution. Electrocution victim. The construction worker was rushed to the hospital after suffering from electrocution on the job site.
Barber.
A person who cuts men's hair and shaves beards as a profession, a shop or establishment where such services are offered.
Examples:
Favorite barber. Barber pole. The barber shop was closed on Monday, much to the disappointment of many customers.
Genial.
Friendly, warm, and welcoming in character, pleasantly mild or cheerful.
Examples:
Genial smile. Genial atmosphere. He had a genial personality, always greeting everyone with a warm smile.
Psychiatry.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study, treatment, and prevention of mental illness.
Examples:
Psychiatry therapy. Biological psychiatry. The field of psychiatry is constantly evolving, with new treatments and approaches being developed all the time.
Sadistic.
Deriving pleasure from inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others, cruel and brutal in a way that causes others to suffer.
Examples:
Sadistic pleasure. Sadistic behavior. The sadistic character in the movie enjoyed inflicting pain on others for pleasure.
Quants.
Quantitative analysts or individuals who specialize in using quantitative methods, including mathematical and statistical modeling, in analyzing financial markets and making investment decisions.
Examples:
The team of quants. Industry quants. Many financial quants work in investment banks, using complex mathematical models to analyze financial data.
Obedient.
Willing to do what someone in authority tells you to do.
Examples:
Grow to be obedient. Obedient dog. The obedient dog followed its owner's commands.
Revere.
To feel deep and profound respect or admiration for someone or something, to hold in high esteem.
Examples:
Revere a hero. Revere a deity. Many people revere their religious leaders and look up to them for guidance.
Secondly.
Used to introduce the second point or item in a list or series of statements, considerations, etc.
Examples:
Secondly connected. Secondly, it is important. Firstly, we will discuss the budget. Secondly, we will go over the schedule.
Alto.
The second highest vocal range in choral music, typically sung by the second highest singers in a choir, a type of saxophone.
Examples:
Alto saxophone. An alto solo. The alto singer had a unique and powerful voice.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Humanize.
To make something or someone more humane or compassionate, to make something more relatable or understandable to humans.
Examples:
Humanize my pet. Humanize a room. The charity event aims to humanize the homeless rather than treat them as mere statistics.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Anonymity.
The condition of being anonymous or unidentified, the state of not revealing one's name, identity, or other personal information.
Examples:
Comment with anonymity. Protect anonymity. The use of pseudonyms allows individuals to maintain their anonymity online.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Taunt.
To tease or ridicule in a challenging manner.
Examples:
Taunt him with cowardice. Taunt the losing team. She taunted him with sarcastic comments about his lack of success.
Sodom.
A city that, according to the Bible, was destroyed by God because of the wickedness of its inhabitants, also refer as sodomy, anal intercourse between men.
Examples:
Sodom and Gomorrah. The city of Sodom. The term Sodom has become synonymous with acts of homosexuality and is used as a derogatory term for gay people.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology. Anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Mutilate.
To cause severe damage, disfigurement, or injury, usually to a person or an animal, to destroy, alter, or damage something severely or irreparably.
Examples:
Mutilate a document. Mutilate a body. It is cruel for anyone to mutilate an animal for any reason.
Slippery.
Difficult to hold firmly or stand on because it is wet or smooth, not to be trusted.
Examples:
A slippery customer. Slippery ice. How extraordinarily slippery a liar the camera is.
Mindless.
Lacking in awareness, thought, or attention, done without thinking or consideration, pointless or empty-headed.
Examples:
mindless task, mindless entertainment. Mindless scrolling on social media can be a time waster.
Uncritical.
Not willing to criticize somebody/something or to judge whether somebody/something is right or wrong.
Examples:
an uncritical audience, uncritical admirer. He was uncritical of his daughter's wrongdoing.
Inaction.
The lack of action or activity, the state of not doing anything, the failure to take action when action is needed.
Examples:
excuse for inaction, consequences of inaction. Inaction in response to climate change poses a dire threat to our future.
Indifference.
A lack of interest, enthusiasm, or sympathy towards someone or something.
Examples:
indifference to pain, general indifference. I tried to assume an air of indifference.
Habitual.
Commonly used or repeated.
Examples:
habitual absence, habitual overreading. Habitual smoking and drinking cause lifestyle disease.
Disengage.
To withdraw or separate oneself from a situation or relationship.
Examples:
disengage the clutch, disengage socially. He disengaged from the conversation and walked away.
Denounce.
To speak out against, to strongly criticize something or someone.
Examples:
denounce a statement, denounce a heresy. He denounced the actions of the corrupt official.
Humane.
Having or showing compassion, kindness, and sympathy toward others, especially toward those who are suffering.
Examples:
humane treatment, humane society. We must ensure that all medical testing on animals is conducted in a humane way.
Undiscovered.
Not yet found or known.
Examples:
undiscovered territory, undiscovered potential. The jungle is full of undiscovered species waiting to be found.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
ex situ conservation, in situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Inquisition.
A judicial or official inquiry, especially one aimed at suppressing dissent or heresy.
Examples:
Propose an inquisition. Submit him to an inquisition. The Inquisition was a period of religious persecution in Europe.
Heroism.
Great courage or bravery, especially in the face of danger or adversity, the act of sacrificing oneself for a noble cause.
Examples:
Acts of heroism. Military heroism. The firefighter showed true heroism when he rescued the family from the burning building.
Antidote.
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Heroically.
In a way that shows great bravery, courage, or self-sacrifice.
Examples:
Heroically saved. Fight heroically. The firefighter acted heroically to save the family from the burning building.
Banal.
Lacking originality, creativity, or freshness, uninteresting or dull, due to being overused or overly familiar.
Examples:
Banal conversation. Banal plot. The restaurant's menu had a banal selection of generic dishes with no unique or exciting options.
Counterpoint.
The technique of combining two or more independent melodies in such a way as to form a harmonious whole.
Examples:
Write in counterpoint. Play a counterpoint. The addition of a counterpoint melody enhanced the piece of music.
Societal.
Relating to society or social relationships.
Examples:
Societal norms. Societal expectations. The societal pressure to conform is strong in this community.
Supernatural.
Of or relating to existence outside the natural world, not able to be explained by natural laws.
Examples:
Supernatural beings. Supernatural intuition. The supernatural powers of the witch were the stuff of legends.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
Inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Mat.
Having a surface without a shine, luster, non-glossy.
Examples:
Matte coating. Photo with a matte finish. The body of his car has a matte finish.
Deviant.
Markedly different or departing from what is normal or expected.
Examples:
Deviant ideas. Deviant art. His deviant behavior made others uncomfortable, and they avoided him at all costs.
Egocentric.
Centered on oneself or one's interests to the exclusion of others, overly focused on one's own needs, desires, or opinions and disregarding those of others.
Examples:
Egocentric personality. Egocentric worldview. His egocentric behavior was causing problems in his personal and professional life.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb: to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
Bully bystander. Bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.